good afternoon and welcome to Match of the Day, in which we feature the fourth round of the FA Cup and some interesting combinations. Aston Villa, this week conclusively the champions of Europe, play Wolverhampton Wanderers, leaders and the team most likely to win the second division.
Gibson, good positioning by him and a good effort too.
Then Watford, now a high-class team with a somewhat lower-class background, meet Fulham with a grander pedigree but currently battling to catch up with the Joneses again.
Houghton, Davis, Houghton, oh, nicely done!
And finally Brighton, who featured in all four divisions but currently with 3 in a row in the first, take on Manchester City, who've never fallen lower than the second division and are in their 16th consecutive season in the first.
And it's Foster with a header. Oh, a fine save by Corrigan.
Today's headlines: the pressures of the game could force a well-known club chairman to quit. A Scottish international player faces a charge of assault, and Ian Greaves is on his way back into management. The FA Cup also continues to make news, with one fourth-round tie having been played this afternoon between Everton and Shrewsbury. The result just in: Everton 2, Shrewsbury 1, Sheedy and Heath the scorers.
There's up to date for you. Well, league places, tradition and current form all count in the FA Cup, but not as much as what happens on the day. Consequently, Wolves supporters didn't travel in their thousands to Villa Park expecting to see their team beaten, but neither did Aston in attack and have goal-scoring records to prove it. Your commentator, Barry Davis.
It's a tribute to Watford's status that they go into this tie as one of the 3 greatest scalps to claim. And their side is unchanged from last week, with Jimmy Gilligan continuing at number 9 in the absence of Ross Jenkins. Fulham, 3rd in their own division, the second division, come here with 4 consecutive victories behind them, and their side is also unchanged, with Paul Parker continuing at number 3 in the absence of Kevin Locke. Graham Taylor, the Watford manager, with the glasses in the second row, and just behind him, to his left and our right, Bobby Robson, the manager of England, wearing a hat. So away go Watford. Only twice this season have they failed to score on their own ground, and only once have they been beaten. Manchester United, the only successful visiting team. It's Hopkins, Jeff Hopkins for Fulham. It'll be very interesting to see how Fulham plan to combat Watford's so successful style. Here's Gilligan. Bissett in the middle, Taylor in the middle. Here's Barnes. No danger. And Bissett offside anyway. Gale. And suddenly clear is Luther Blissett. And Parker's done a good job forcing him wide. Brown. Well, the young 18-year-old fullback did very, very well then. Really forced the England striker across the pitch. Did his job and enabled Brown to get back to the middle to cover. Coney. Hopkins. Barnes. Gilligan. Shanahan already in the middle. Les Taylor going there. Corner. Corner of the match. During the season have been lethal on set pieces. Again Payton comes, but it was a bit fortunate. And Gilligan turning, puts it over the top. Finding what the noise is. There's the culprit. Certainly getting a good view of the match. deciding to leave the free kick to Gale. Wilson trying to get in behind Rice. Used to be quite popular a few years ago at Highbury. Those two names. One still playing, the other's watching now. O'Driscoll. Houghton. Davis. Houghton, oh, nicely done! What a lovely piece of play by Fulham. What made it all the better was that at the end there were two options, because in fact Davis could have gone on his own. Played it instead to Houghton, who had initiated the move, and the shot was just over the angle. Good football from Fulham. The referee this afternoon is Alan Gunn from Burgess Hill. Here for handball, not given. Tenacity from Hopkins. Now he's got Blissett to get, and he does at the expense of the corner. It's only their second. These days, giving away corners is a risky business. On by Sims, away by Lewington. Rather made the point. Callahan, I was about to say it's the first time he's had clear daylight in which to get a cross in. And he played the ball too long for himself. Bolton, nicely done. Blissett, Jacket, good blocking. Bolton. It's an interesting comparison that last week Watford forced 17 corners in the match against Southampton. They've only had 2 so far. Mainly because Fulham are not allowing them to feed the ball. Sitting on players in the middle and the players at the back. And this little fellow is giving Fulham considerable hope. He lost out to Barnes then. Gale. Good recovery. Sims watching, and Wilson was looking for that. Boos, and the free kick rightly given. One or two studs showing. McDonald in the overcoat with every reason to be pleased. First half, which tactically certainly had its fascination, but which ends scoreless. Watford have brought on the Dutchman, Jan Lohman, at the start of the second half, in place of 19-year-old Jimmy Gilligan. Fulham now, of course, attacking the goal to our right. The last time these two teams met was in April 1980, when Watford won by 4-0 and thereby dispatched Fulham to the 3rd division, from where Malcolm McDonald has since plotted their revival. Free kick has been given to Watford. Come right to left, there's nobody left side really. Now Blissett moving over a little bit. Callahan. Hopkins. Lewington eventually, but only partly away. Seems slightly in the way of Bolton, I would have thought. Here's Lohman. Barnes. Callaghan, unfortunate slip. But Callaghan not taking advantage of that slip by Hopkins, which actually gave him a rather clearer view of the goal than he would otherwise have got. But young Callaghan blazing straight away, when in fact he had the room to go on and make rather more certain. So Hopkins gets away with what would have been a rather unfortunate moment. On by Davies. Jacket. Lohman. Payton is available, but Barnes is closing. And Gale, as a result, turns. Home crowd at Vicarage Road, who come in their numbers all through the season. Almost 25,000 today, certainly trying to lift their team and add pressure from off the field on the Fulham side. And in comes Callaghan and away by Lewington. Blissett in Barnes contrived the opening initially, and Callaghan on the far post was unable to take advantage of it. Jacket trying to tee it up to play it forward to the middle, and here's Lewington. Davies to the left. Plenty of players going forward here for Fulham. In fact, some have gone too far forward. Here's O'Driscoll. He's done well. Rice lost it to Coney, and Coney scores to put Fulham ahead. O'Driscoll who made it. Fascinating move from Fulham, because initially when they won the ball, Jacket was trying to tee it up to knock the ball long into the opposite area. Fulham went forward in so many numbers that suddenly there was no one to play the ball square to. O'Driscoll found some space on the right, and Rice lost it, and Coney took full advantage. Cottagers have the lead with Coney's 7th goal of the season. Michael McDonald, who got to Wembley twice and never really played there to his satisfaction. Bolton. Callaghan away from Parker. It hasn't happened very often. John Barnes. Lohman. Nice change of direction and use of the width of the pitch. And they're massing in the middle. And it's gone in. I think off Brown, but it won't count anyway because of a push, the referee says. And the free kick has been given to Fulham. And not a word of protest from Watford. It seemed the right decision, and they accepted it with grace. Still 20 minutes on the clock for Watford to find their way back. Callaghan, that's a good ball. This is Barnes. Lovely ball by Callaghan. Maybe one that should be looked at quite closely, just to point out the fact that the ball was played just about all along the ground. And Barnes, though, not taking the chance that was there under pressure from Brown. Davies. Houghton makes the run, and Callaghan goes with him. Appeals from Fulham supporters, which were never going to get an affirmative from the referee. Hopkins. Houghton. Bolton did very well. But the rebound fell for Fulham. Rice putting his man under pressure. Houghton. Coney! He just, in the end, didn't hit it hard enough, and Watford stay in the tournament. Although, in fact, the whistle had gone for a previous infringement, so he need not concern himself, it wouldn't have counted. Hopkins. Ball given. Bolton. Callahan. Barton got himself lost then. And look how quickly he gets back to recover. But now beaten again. Four in the middle waiting. One is Lohman. And the substitute gets the equaliser. But the goal made out on the right by the man who's enjoying the congratulations. But there, the disappointed Parker, who got back quickly and perhaps was a little bit too quick. Callahan took advantage of it and hit the cross from which Lohman has made the score 1-1. The feelings around Vicarage Road, as much, I feel, of relief as they are of delight. And indeed, it's a question of shake hands and come out battling on Tuesday night at Craven Cottage. The two managers meet, Graham Taylor and Malcolm MacDonald. Final score, 1-1.
And I hope to be there on Tuesday evening to see the outcome. Fulham fully deserved the replay and did far better than most First Division teams at Vicarage Road.